Okay, everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. Welcome back to my channel. Really excited that you're here. Nukes Top 5 keeps pumping out awesome videos, so I keep watching them because I love their content. So hopefully you'll join me today and hopefully you'll enjoy it, but let's just see what Nukes has for us today. I'm super excited about this.
When bad things come to those who wait. This next mysterious video was shared to the internet without a source. The footage appears to have been recorded by a CCTV camera inside a restaurant while the staff is finishing up work and cleaning up for the night. What happens next is shocking.
What's the bike? Okay. The bucket moved. The suspense is killing me.
A mop and a bucket can be seen sliding across the restaurant floor by itself. But most horrifying of all, some kind of invisible force violently grabs the waitress by her hair and pulls her backwards out of frame.
Wow.
Now, without a source, we don't know what happened next. But I'm imagining lots of screaming and running.
Well, and the crazy thing is it's not a push, because a push someone can fake because it's hard to see, you know, the momentum and the clothes move and everything like that. But with the hair being literally moved and pulled back, this looks either very, very well done or real. Great start.
Oh dear. A couple of young hunters are out scouting the countryside for deer. They search and film through a camera with a long-range lens, when suddenly the hunter catches something that is just weird.
Respond while we're watching them.
All right.
How do you track them?
There's two more black dots. Cody,
How do you turn this on?
You see that?
oh, what the crap? Is that a guy? What the frick?
What the
What was that?
Skinwalker?
He's walking creepy.
Dude, that was a skinwalker. What?
Follow him.
I
Follow him.
videoed it. What the frick?
I'm gonna get my.
That was a skinwalker.
No.
Even in the distance and with the bad video quality, it is obvious that some strange, large, misshapen figure seems to be chasing the deer and running at an inhumanly fast speed. The unidentified figure looks humanoid in shape but appears to run on all fours like an animal. The guys are confused and laugh it off, but are baffled by what they just captured. The hunters still have no idea what they filmed to this day. Inheritance. This next TikTok user might seem familiar to you, as we've featured the beginning of his story on Nukes Top 5 before. Now Jacob says that he inherited his grandmother's house after she passed away, and he now lives in the old home. While cleaning out his grandmother's belongings, he finds a creepy old antique jester doll. Jacob feels eerily drawn to the strange doll and decides to keep it, sitting it on top of a bureau in his bedroom. It was a very bad idea. One night, Jacob is woken up by the sound of knocking coming from his bedroom closet.
Right, I remember.
Knocking from the closet.
I remember this video. That would be downright weird. The doll moved. Yeah.
Soon after posting this horrifying video, Jacob just sort of disappeared from the internet. Now it's nearly 7 months later, and Jacob is back. He says he's been busy slowly renovating the house and has now moved the Jester doll into its own room. Jacob says that for 7 months, nothing really happened. But then late one night, Jacob is again woken up by a strange sound. What happens next is chilling.
I just heard banging.
What's with that wallpaper, though? I don't think you need to go look at what it is. You know, you can stay under the covers. That door needs some WD-40. I don't understand why he's building up so much suspense. I mean, if you're brave enough to go see what it is, break the door down, storm in, and just deal with it. You don't need to build up so much suspense. Is it on the stairs? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Jacob hears loud banging.
Okay, that is. I don't think I'd sleep in that house that night. I mean, doors opening on their own, a doll that shouldn't be moving on its own is moving on its own, and something that we can't see running up the stairs, clear as day. You can hear it, clear as day. That's enough to send me packing.
Coming from the room next to his, the room where he keeps the Jester doll. He gets up to investigate, but finds nothing out of the ordinary.
Why not just put the Jester doll in the basement in a locked room behind the boiler? Like, that's where it belongs. Far away from you, not literally right next to your bedroom.
But then he hears loud footsteps coming up the staircase right behind him. The door to the doll's room slowly swings open, and when he turns around, the doll now seems to be staring at him. Jacob's absolutely freaked out and decides to move the doll once again, but this time he leaves it all the way down in the basement.
Thank you. Thank you. But this is what you should have done in the first place. That's all I'm saying.
After everything that's happened, he decides to buy a security camera to keep an eye on the creepy doll. And that might have been a mistake, because just days after putting the Jester doll down in the basement, things start to happen that are absolutely terrifying.
I hope it doesn't move on its own. Okay, the question is, how did the doll move his head?
Strange shadows can be seen moving around the creepy doll, and TikTok viewers swear that they can see one of the doll's eyes moving. But that's not all that Jacob's security camera captures. What happens next is pure nightmare fuel.
mean, I would almost just get rid of it, frankly. First time it happens, get rid of it. What? Oh. Well, that can't be good. And knocks over the
doll's
camera.
arm moves by itself just before the basement light bulb shatters. Then in a later video, the camera is pushed over without explanation. Jacob now believes he might have inherited a seriously haunted house and doll, and is getting increasingly more freaked out as each night passes. He doesn't want the doll anywhere near him and will continue to keep it in the basement. You can follow Jacob's paranormal.
If you don't want it anywhere near you, get rid of it. I mean, it's not like you have to keep it unless that's part of like the will, but that's, you know, there's got to be a way around it.
What waits below. Paranormal investigators Jeff, Phil, and Mark from the YouTube channel Ghost Tech Paranormal Investigations explore the Kelvedon Hatch nuclear bunker in England. In the early 1950s, the bunker was built 125 feet underground and was intended to be the center of operations for the UK if there was ever a nuclear attack. The entrance to the massive structure is hidden inside an otherwise very normal-looking cottage in the middle of nowhere and surrounded by woods. Visitors and staff have often reported seeing multiple apparitions.
That's kind of a creative way to hide it. You know, hide the entrance to the vault and literally just a normal looking cottage with just like an elevator shaft or stairs going down. Like that's cool. That's creative.
Inside the bunker walls. An old lady is often seen wandering the hallways. A female Royal Air Force officer in uniform is said to appear and shout at visitors to get out. And finally, a male officer known as Charles allegedly wanders the areas on the second floor. The bunker was decommissioned in 1992 and is now a museum. The Ghost Tech Paranormal Investigations team plans to spend the entire night underground in the bunker as they attempt to capture evidence of the alleged ghostly sightings.
Yeah, it's kind of nice because here in Canada we also have a Diefenbunker. You know, World War II and nuclear war fallout shelter for the Parliament, and it's pretty cool because it's also a museum too that you can go and visit. So it's kind of neat that the UK would have one too, but I guess it's also not really a surprise.
Now the Kelvedon bunker has 3 levels, and the investigators find themselves on the top floor passing through the dormitories. On a previous investigation of the Kelvedon Hatch nuclear bunker, lead investigator Jeff says that he experienced a completely unnerving paranormal experience in this very room.
Bloody hell, Jeff. You alright?
Camera?
That made you jump.
Camera
I
fell
got
down?
touched on my arm. What? In there. Right now. Hello?
Well, don't talk to it. Get out.
Did you just touch me?
And now, years later, Jeff and his team are back again, alone inside the same dormitory room and in pitch black darkness once again. The guys do their investigation and then decide to leave the dorms. But it did not go well.
We finished the session in the dormitories, and as we try to leave, the door will not open, as if it's been held from the other side. I try to open the door, pulling as hard as I can, but the door will not open.
Trapped underground in a ghost-filled nuclear fallout bunker. That has got to be at least top 5 or top 10 worst ways to go.
Who's holding that door?
break it down. Although it looks like it's a solid steel door, so it might be a problem. Pull, man. Pull for your life.
Can we come out, please? We want to come out now. Thank you.
As if it listened to them.
That's pretty weird.
Wow. That's crazy. It actually was willing to listen to them. Wow.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that door now.
The dormitory exit door seems to be held shut by some unknown force. But then, after a polite request, it suddenly just opens with ease. Jeff says that it felt like someone was holding the door shut on the other side. Now, this is where things take a very creepy turn.
Not over
After
yet?
a long night of investigating, the team heads off to bed. Bill is preparing to lay down inside the dormitories when, unbeknownst to him, their static camera captures something chilling.
Phil arranges his bed. There is no one else on this level at this time. And as he climbs into his bunk bed, a figure which moves at great speed passes the window at the far end.
Oh.
You can see the dark hair and a white shirt as it passes by.
An unknown figure passes by the same door that was held shut by something earlier. The Ghost Tech team says that no one else was on this floor at this time, and the entrance to the bunker was locked shut. Also, it goes without saying that this small dark-haired figure certainly doesn't look like any of the Ghost Tech team. So just who or what is this? You can watch this investigation with even more spooky moments over on the YouTube channel, Ghost Tech Paranormal Investigations.
That would have been a very interesting thing to have, but man, that's spooky.
Misfire. Nukes Top 5 viewer Luke Hosea reached out to me about a very strange event that took place in broad daylight on the street in front of his home in Leicestershire, England. The spooky and baffling moment was caught by his family's CCTV camera.
No, it's not showing anything. I mean, it's not a very clear picture because there's lights quite shiny on it.
Maybe someone.
Bizarre bright light that resembles fire seems to appear out of nowhere behind the cars. Luke says that neither he or his family have any idea what these strange fireballs could be. There are no electrical lines and no telephone lines running above this particular area. So I leave it up to you. What do you think this strange ball of light is? I'm stumped, so...
I mean, it is a CCTV, so it's like a camcorder, it's a recorder. So maybe it's just like a bright light that happened on that same spot from a previous recording. That's my guess, because that just seems like a weird camera glitch to me. But I don't know. What do you guys think?
Let me know. The Waving Woman. Paranormal investigators Pete and Dan from the YouTube channel Night Watchers Paranormal Australia set out to investigate the allegedly haunted Mapleton Cemetery in Australia. The story goes that over the years, many people have witnessed the eerie apparition of a woman crossing the road next to the cemetery. They say that the mysterious woman waved at them and then seemed to disappear right before their eyes. Dan and Pete begin their investigation by setting up 2 static cameras, one recording in night vision mode. As the investigators are still deploying several motion sensors around the graveyard, their night vision camera captures something truly bizarre.
Okay, yeah. Hope it's not a jump scare. Yeah, that's fine. Yes, it is a shadow, and yes, you can clearly see that it's different from the background, and it moves quickly. I don't know. It not real enough for me anyway. I don't know. Maybe it's real enough for you, but for me, that didn't do much.
A dark shadow-like figure can be seen quickly darting from right to left across the cemetery grounds.
I think
Now,
I
whatever
expected it to be
the
worse.
figure is dense enough that it actually blocks out the light of Pete and Dan's flashlight as it passes right behind them. The two investigators don't hear or see anything at the time, and they only discover what they captured later when reviewing their footage. So could it be that the mysterious waving woman made an appearance? Or let me know what you think this is. You can watch this entire investigation and many more over on the YouTube channel, Night Watchers Paranormal Australia, Danvers State Hospital. So these next two videos were posted to YouTube a long time ago, and nothing in either video was intended to show anything supernatural. In fact, both videos were posted by urban explorers who have never posted a single paranormal video, ever. But some sharp-eyed Nukes Top 5 viewers watched these videos and noticed something strange that was missed. The first video was sent in by Nukes Top 5 viewer Macy Asher. The video was recorded way back in 2003 by a guy named Dave who was filming inside the infamous old Danvers State Hospital. The Danvers Hospital was an insane asylum built back in 1874. Eventually, it was discovered that patients were being subjected to horrible treatment and abuse at the hands of the hospital staff. Danvers State Hospital was closed and abandoned in the 1990s. It goes without saying that the huge empty structure was said to be extremely haunted. So Dave is exploring the basement while recording everything on an old analog camcorder. Dave doesn't know it, but he captures something truly bizarre.
Was that someone, or was that just his reflection? I think that was just his reflection.
Did you see it?
Yeah, well, yeah, but that was his
Dark
reflection.
figure can be seen moving inside a doorway. Now, Dave has never said that what was captured was anything paranormal. In fact, he's never even saw the figure, and the footage is over 20 years old. But a watchful Nukes Top 5 viewer spotted this creepy figure, and I'm not sure what it is. Could it be that Dave accidentally captured the spirit of a Danvers Hospital patient? We'll never know, because Danvers Hospital was torn down in 2007 and replaced by luxury apartments. Seems like a scary place to live.
I don't know. I'm more thinking in line that it was just like maybe like a wall of like glass or a mirror, and maybe it's a bathroom or a storage room or something. And basically, whenever he walked in front of it, it was just his own shadow against the mirror. That's kind of my guess, because it was walking the same direction he was walking. And I mean, he even said it's not a spooky video, so no, I'm not buying it.
School spirit. This next video was sent in by Nukes Top 5 viewer Ethan Sheely, who together with his brother used to explore abandoned places in North Carolina and upload their footage to YouTube. But since then, Ethan has moved away from home, so no more exploring. One night, Ethan is feeling a bit nostalgic about the old explorations with his brother and takes a look back at their old videos. In a video where he is exploring an abandoned 1950s middle school, he spots something that he had never noticed before.
glass.
Did you see it?
I'm getting some real Fallout vibes from this place. Just everything thrown about, broken glass, shattered everywhere, stepping on like old broken windows. Very very Fallout 4 in real life vibes here.
At the end of a hallway, a dark figure can be seen stepping out of a doorway and then disappearing right back inside. Ethan explains that he and his brother explored every single inch of the building that day, and they didn't find any squatters or homeless people in the building. So he has no idea who or what this could be. Hell's Kitchen. This next spooky video from Krugersdorp, South Africa was shared to Reddit by user Puzzleheaded Snow 23. The footage shows a woman taking a tour through an empty apartment, recording each room as she goes. But it seems that there might be something else inside the apartment with her.
Oh. Now that is spooky. That was well done, if it's a hoax. By the way, how in the world did she not see that? I mean, yeah. I definitely would have been able to see that.
Did you see it?
Yeah, we sure.
An unidentified figure can be seen walking through a door and just passing through the kitchen. Reddit user Puzzleheaded Snow 23 claims that the filmer didn't notice whoever or whatever this is. So is this strange footage proof of the paranormal? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax?
I'd say it's more so proof of a squatter, in my mind. But still, if it's not a squatter, that's creepy. Alright everyone, well thank you so much for checking out the video today. Nukes did a pretty good job this time around. Some of the videos were not too convincing. It was just a shadow here, or maybe just a CCTV rewriting something of a previous footage, but there were a few in there that were spooky enough and that were a little unexplained or could potentially be real. But nevertheless, hopefully you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought, and be sure to comment, like, and or subscribe, and hopefully we'll see you in the next video.